Outsiders, and welcome back for another YouTube official series review. Yes, it's a series review as right now it's 9 p.m. and I just finished watching a masterpiece, and what a run it has been in those past 8 years. I just finished watching Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3. Yes, I repeat, Season 6 Part 3. I didn't watch it early because I had school, obviously, then gym, and online lessons and like that. But yeah, we just finished watching it, Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3. So, and this is my honest review. So basically, as Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3 wraps up this hit series with emotional 5 episodes final with unexpected fights full of surprises following the tragic death of one of the Sekai Taikai contestants, the show obviously needed to find a way to properly send off the core cast, while also it may take a moment to settle into its farewell run. Part 3 includes some of the best episodes of Cobra Kai's final season. As we also know, basically these are a spoiler review, so if you have not watched Cobra Kai, don't watch this review. So, Miyagi-Do worked hard to prepare for the Sekai Taikai, as we already know, but when one of the strongest competitors died in an accident, the tone of the show obviously changed. Regardless, Cobra Kai returns to focuses on the characters who have carried the series throughout its run, giving each a chance to shine. Also, meanwhile, there is intense competition, epic duels, and all drivers setting their disputes. Cobra Kai's central protagonists have matured significantly over the course of these 6 seasons in these 8 years, while the show began with Johnny Lawrence utilizing his legendary karate skills to a combat group of thuggish kids, and the childish rivalry with Daniel LaRusso remained very strong, where the show has developed and shifted to more serious issues. However, there is some humor, which is an important part of the show's obviously DNA, and this final run of episodes reflects that. Part 3 provides the same sense of joy and laughter as the first 1984 film of the Karate Kid, while also balancing the more intense sequences. Cobra Kai's final excels at reflecting back, paying homage to the story that inspired it and showcasing the next generation of combatants, while also there are times when it feels like it's bouncing from one scene to the next in quick succession. The series ends on a great note, and highly great note. Obviously, using the framework of the Sekai Taikai competition, Cobra Kai creates a tension and drama that come together satisfactorily before the show concludes. Also, the show does not shy away from more serious issues, revealing the true villains of the series and also concluding plots that have evolved during its course. Overall, Cobra Kai wraps up very nice to its key plots, providing a satisfying final for the whole primary ensemble. But also, however, with only 5 episodes left to watch, the characters introduced in later seasons were somewhat overlooked. We saw also some villains redemption. I will talk about it also, as we saw Cobra Kai final season was separated into 3 segments, which that was a little bit off for me, but no worries. Which each with its own distinct feel, like part 1 served as a preface, and the series revealed some dramatic problems that the characters would face during the Sekai Taikai. Part 2 was mostly about the tournament and the atmosphere of the competition in Barcelona, before a sad, obviously tragic death brought everything to a halt. And part 3 bids an amazing farewell to the characters. and also rewarding a category of 3 thanks to the emotion and enjoyment invested in the character arcs and story's conclusion. Yes, part 3 not only concludes the story that begins 6 seasons ago, but it also ends on Cobra Kai, which that is also a more positive tone than it began. The major characters have matured and better comprehend themselves in this fashion. The heroes soar higher than before, while the enemies are defeated. And also Cobra Kai Season 6 delves into themes of identity, belonging, resilience, and also tenacity in a way that feels authentic to the characters. The Netflix series brings this 30-year-old franchise to a perfect finale. There were, as I said, full of surprises part 3, and as I remember, I'm gonna say the surprises. There was a surprise which I couldn't believe that Master Kim Dae-un kills Master Kim. So following Kwon's death and Cobra Kai's terrible performance at the Sekai Taikai, Master Kim attempted to punish all his students for their actions because of Kwon, and Sensei Kim Dae-un was dissatisfied, but she had little options, which Master Kim's punishment also served as a lesson, requiring Yoon the Yoonjin to practice a lethal Cobra Kai move on his co-workers. Later, in Season 6, Episode 11, as we saw Master Kim challenge his granddaughter to decide the dojo's destiny, and while Master Kim explicitly states her options, it is evident that she was expected to choose between killing her grandfather and taking over the dojo, or killing Chris. Yes, we saw her having a conversation with Chris, and deep conversation in which he stated that this time has come, and it appeared that Sensei Kim has decided to kill her long companion. However, she decided to attack her grandfather, and then Sensei Kim ended up killing Master Kim with a fatal technique, like a kung fu technique, where it stopped the heart of Master Kim, and yeah, boom, he died. There is also Johnny and Carmen, which get married, and the baby is born. So, as we saw, Carmen's pregnancy was a major narrative factor in the first 2 episodes of Cobra Kai Season 6, and her kid arrived in the finale. However, before Carmen gave birth to Rosa, Rosa asked Johnny if he would marry her daughter before they had a kid, and Rosa started that she do not want their children to be a bastard. So, Johnny later apologized, and still Johnny received the message that he needed to marry Carmen as soon as possible. So Johnny obviously had to propose to Carmen at the end of Season 5, but after nearly dying fighting silver soldiers and then entering the Sekai Taikai, he realized he had wasted his chance. But still, Johnny decided not to wait any longer and proposed to Carmen immediately after her water blow, which, yes, that was a little bit funny but also a bit emotional. The couple married in front of their family at the hospital, while the priest, Bobby Brown, Johnny's longtime Cobra Kai buddy, was officiating the proposal. So, those are 2 surprises. There is another surprise. We saw it coming basically. Axel injures Robbie. Yes, as we saw with the Sekai Taikai returning to the final rounds, Robbie's and Axel fight restarted. Robbie was doing very well in the fight. Then Sensei Wolf literally is a menace. A character menace. Menace character. Sensei Wolf just ordered Axel to punish Robbie, and yes, that's what he did. He literally went for his ankle, and he literally broke his ankle. So, yeah. We also saw a surprise that Sam gives up the semi-final and Tori advances straight to the finals. Yes, we saw that Sam and Tori's difficult relationship had finally reached a place where they could be friends without any secrets or unresolved emotions. Actually, Sam persuades Tori to compete in the semifinals after the Cobra Kai champion declares that she is done with competitions and also dojos forever, but also despite the fact that they will square off in the semifinals, Sam and Tori train together, and however the night before the fight, Sam realized she didn't know what she was fighting for. So basically, she literally eliminated herself and gave a chance to Tori to go for the final. We also see a big, for me it was an emotional scene. Chris asked Johnny for forgiveness. This scene was literally peak at its finest, man. And it was literally very emotional. Tears were crawling in my eyes. So yeah, as we saw, John Kreese was eventually redeemed at the end of Cobra Kai Season 6. He had a good redemption arc and one of the best characters in Season 6, and after saying his goodbyes to Kim Deon, Kreese returned to the United States to also make things right and make amends, and also Kreese appeared to be aware that his dentist was near and wanted to make amends and say everything that he wished to had spoken to his prize students. Also, which are Tori and Johnny. And after saying his final goodbye to Tori, Chris encountered Johnny in the same parking lot where the Karate Kid Part 2 began. Chris' characteristic that the parking lot was where he made the biggest mistake of his life, destroying also Johnny's trophy and beating his student after losing the championship in 1984. Johnny did not interact with Chris, but later in the episode he eventually expressed his thoughts to his former mentor, and Johnny told Chris how much he idolized him and how much it hurt to be abandoned by him after the tournament, and they hugged with tears, crying, and Chris told Johnny that he would do anything to help him. We saw another surprise. Johnny Lawrence reclaims Cobra Kai before the final matches, and I will show you a clip of me reacting for that because I literally had that sense of feeling in the previous review. I said that I have a theory that Cobra Kai will return. So yes, the moment fans had been waiting for since the conclusion of season 2 arrived in the final episodes of Cobra Kai. Johnny Lawrence recaptured the Cobra Kai dojo with Sensei Kim running her own version of Cobra Kai in Korea, and Terry Silver commanding the Island Dragons, and Chris eager to assist Johnny in a way he could. And Cobra Kai was able to make things right and uphold the show's name. Chris, as we saw, stepped down as Cobra Kai sensei, and Johnny replaced him ahead of the Sekai Taikai's final rounds, with Miyagi-Do eliminated from the competition. Daniel and Chosen also helped Johnny's decision to lead the Cobra Kai dojo in the final stages. In fact, Daniel bought again the dojo of Cobra Kai for Johnny. And yes, we saw that Cobra Kai is back. And here is, as I promised, here is part of my clip, and you need to watch it. So watch it. It's a little bit of a funny reaction, but I literally was watching it on my bed, and oh my god, I jumped out. So here it is. Watch it.
What? Champion, and then you, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Oh my fuck! I predicted it, man! I literally predicted it! Whoa!
Also, we saw another surprise. Obviously, we pretended it like this. Tori and Miguel win their divisions for Johnny's Cobra Kai. Yes, after several episodes dedicated to Sekai Taikai, we finally saw our champions in the show's episode. Tori defeated Zara to become the girls' division champion with a knockout, while Miguel also defeated Axis to win the boys' category with a knockout also. Tori won her second Cobra Kai competition, but she never celebrated her first victory after learning that Terry Silver was purchasing the All Valley referee. Sorry. But now Tori had achieved the major victory she had been seeking since the beginning of the show. Miguel's Sekai Taikai title marked a complete circle moment for its character, as he was Johnny's, as we all know, he was Johnny's first student on the show and our point of view character in season 1. Cobra Kai season 6 part 3 almost verifies that Miguel was the Karate Kid on the show, and it made perfect sense for him to win the boys division final. We also see another surprise, and yes, I felt bad for Chris. John Chris and Terry Silver die fighting each other. As we saw, Chris and Johnny found closure in their relationship, but the Archer Karate villain's redemption was not yet complete, and Terry Silver remained a losing. And with Johnny facing Wolf to settle the Sekai Taikai, Chris realized Lawrence could be in danger, sorry, as Terry Silver wanted to kidnap Carmen and also his baby Laura. Chris didn't want that, so basically he was convinced that this was going to happen, and this is what exactly Silver intended to do with the Guzman to kidnap Johnny's wife Carmen and also the baby Laura. Just as the Guzman was going to depart the yacht to carry, obviously, the Silver's order to go for the dinghy and then go drive the car, Chris appeared and knocked him out. What followed was a fight in which Silver and Chris were aware that at least one of them would die, but they both of them died, knowing Silver would always pose a threat to Johnny. Chris put his cigar into a puddle of gasoline and blew up the entire yacht, killing both of them, Silver and Chris, and also the Guzman. Another surprise, Johnny Lawrence beats Sensei Wolves and wins the Sekai Taikai. Yes, as we saw, Cobra Kai and the Iron Dragons were deadlocked in points at the end of Sekai Taikai, so therefore there was a tiebreaker match between the senseis. First, Johnny, as we saw, was losing by 2-0, but then Sensei Daniel LaRusso literally helped him and also chose him, and he managed to beat Sensei Wolf. And finally, he got his win that he always wanted. So, those were some surprises. So, the 3-part ending, yes, as we said, was a little bit unnecessary, but it was quite good. And we from here, we need to applaud the authors that they made excellent use of the remaining time and connected the series back to the original Karate Kid fix. And while Cobra Kai season 6 conclusion delivers an optimistic look ahead of the series characters, it also makes references to a potential film or spin-off. Maybe I have some theories already from now that maybe Miguel or Johnny will make a cameo in the Karate Kid Legends film movie of 2005 that is gonna be airing on May 30th. Check that out also. But yeah, we will see. That was Cobra Kai. This is Cobra Kai. It was, as we said, a full of masterpiece series that we witnessed those 8 years of 6 seasons. Yes, it is a goodbye, unfortunately, for a season, for a series, sorry, Netflix series, which started from YouTube series. It is a goodbye. But as we said, Cobra Kai never dies. The creators also said that Cobra Kai never dies, and for sure it won't die. Hopefully there will be a spin-off, and as the creators also teased that there will be some spin-offs. I think there will be some spin-offs of Johnny, Miguel. The children for sure will have spin-offs. So hopefully we see some of the spin-offs of them. Also, hopefully, Ralph Macchio, which is Daniel LaRusso, teased that there might be a movie coming out in 2040. We do not know. Sorry, in 2 and 4 years time, not 2040. Sorry. I'm tired right now. But yeah. So hopefully there will be a movie, but first we need to check out Karate Kid Legends, and we'll see how much we go from there. And yeah, we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this review, and thank you for always watching Cobra Kai and for subscribing and liking my YouTube video. Thank you. If you have some friends, suggest them. And here, I will see you on another review. Hopefully there will be some trailers or some series that I will do review. So thank you guys. Sorry for a long review, but we had to explain it. And yeah, Cobra Kai was literally a masterpiece season. Oh, I forgot to mention it's a 10 out of 10 season 6. And if I have to rate the seasons, the seasons will be season 1 or season 6. Both of them looks literally good. Season 1 began with it, and season 6 finished with it. But if I had to compare, I put them in the first place. Second place, let's do third place, because I can't choose by them. Third place, I put season 5, and fourth place, I put season 4, and then season 2, and then season 3. Season 3 was not that likable, but it managed to overcome our expectations and amazement. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this YouTube review. And yeah, Cobra Kai finish. Yep, Cobra Kai finish. But as I said, this is a goodbye, but Cobra Kai never dies. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And here, Revis My Name Insider here, signing off, and have the rest of the day from here a good night. Thank you, and bye bye, Insiders. Bye.